I don't pay attention, I guess enough. Okay, so rub your palms together. Center of the chest here. Inhale deeply. Take the breath all the way down to the bottom of your lungs. Let the belly expand down and out. You want to get that breath down into the bottom of your lungs. So your belly expands out sort of like a balloon. Fill into the rib cage. Keep the heart center elevated. You don't want to be slumped over. We're trying to open up the heart. Fill into the chest. Shoulders stay relaxed. We don't want to be hunched. So these are the ones that you constantly have to monitor because they tend to tense up without you thinking about it. So fill up through the chest, up through the neck. Now neck lock, you pull the chin back a little bit. That straightens the spine under the base of the skull. Fill all the way up through the top of the head. Maybe even out through the aura. You know, there is real, if you get down an electron microscope, you don't see where the skin ends and the atoms of the universe begin. You're all part of that. It's just a cluster of them. And now exhale, letting the tension go. Again, inhale deeply. Fill into the rib cage, elevated heart center, fill into the chest. Shoulders relax, neck lock in place, pull the chin back, not up and back, not down, straight back. Fill up through the top of the head. When soldiers stand at attention, that's how they stand, with that neck lock in place. Helps them stay alert. Exhale, letting the tension go. Now, is anybody here brand new, never done Kundalini Yoga before? Okay, I always check this. Oh, you've never done it before? Okay. We're going to do a mantra, and this mantra helps us to focus and tune everybody in on the same frequency. We use Ong, O-N-G, Namo. Now, Ong means, when you come to a yoga class, something new is happening. Ong means creative energy, creative process, creative force. So you're stimulating that aspect. Ong, when you pronounce it correctly. Ong, it's like you're hitting a gong. Ong. Your tongue comes up against the upper palate. The upper palate has a meridian grid that channels the energy up into the brain. Different parts of the brain get activated. When you chant Ong, you're going to feel a vibration in the frontal lobe of your brain. That's where you process new ideas, new concepts. That's what that's all about. So that's what's part of what that's all about. Om Namo. Namo means to be open, to honor, to go with. Put your criticism, your skepticism on the shelf, and you can ask me any questions after class. There's no stupid questions. I may give you a stupid answer. You know, it's like, whatever it is. Stupid is what stupid does. So I'm sorry if I do something stupid. But anyway, so that's the first part of the mantra. Om Namo. Okay, second part of the mantra, second breath. Guru Dev Namo. All right, Guru. Oh, everybody's heard that word. Master, teacher. He's the master of Guru of Wall Street, or the Guru of real estate, finances, whatever. But in yoga class, you're dealing with a transformative process, a shifting of energy. So Guru, if you break it down into its component parts, it's Gu going to Ru. Gu, ignorance, darkness. Ru, knowledge, or light. You're going from a transfer, from going from not knowing to knowing, going from darkness to light, from imbalance to balance, from non-integration to integration, from tension to relaxation. So there's a shift. So you got to be Guru Dev. Dev, that means that transformation within the self. You're focusing on what's going on inside yourself. You're not trying to compete with your neighbors. You're really focusing. So once you know how to do the yoga exercise, you've got clear instruction, hopefully, then keep the eyes closed so you can focus on what you're doing. Because when the eyes are open, 70% of your awareness is projecting, you're kind of paying attention. Everything out here is kind of a distraction. Only about 30% is paying attention to what's going on inside. So when your eyes are closed, hopefully you got 99.9% focus within. But that's, it's just all relative anyway. So this transformational process going on within, be open to that process. And that is to be open to it on the physical level when you're doing a physical exercise, but you're also dealing with the mental stuff, your motivation, you're dealing with the subconscious stuff, the emotional stuff, you're dealing with the mental stuff, you're dealing with the spiritual stuff. It's on many different levels. So, let's see. You could probably squeeze in up here if you want to. You want to grab a mat or something? It's up to you. Okay. All right. We always have people that are fashionably late. That's why this clock is, 10 minutes fast. Slow, I mean. It says about 10:17, so theoretically she's only 2 minutes late. Okay, so let's bring our palms together. 72,000 nerve endings, left and right side. You can thank a brand new student for all the explanations. So we've already started, but for those that have come many times, now we're really starting. So palms together. We're going to 72,000 nerve endings from the left and the right side of the nervous system come together to start balancing out the energies. And you're going to inhale as we started. Inhale all the way down to the bottom of your lungs. Fill the belly. Expand into the rib cage. Elevate the heart center. Fill into the chest. Fill all the way up through the top of the head. Remember, shoulders relax as best you can. Nip lock in place. Up through the top of the head. And exhale, letting the tension go. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose is our default breath. It's our regular breath. Again, inhale deeply. We do many breathing techniques, but just in general, that's the breath we're using. And exhale. I will inhale deeply to begin. OngNamo on the first breath, Guru Dev Namo on the second breath. Inhale. Om. Okay, so today we're going to work on developing our caliber the core of your being that can't be broken. So we're going to be working mainly on this third chakra, your power center, the navel point. Now you're not going to get a six-pack when you're done here. If you go home and you have somebody to take their hands and press in about an inch below your navel point where you're lying flat and press really hard in there, they'll come across a pulse. You actually have a pulse at that navel point area. If it's off-center to the left or the right or too far down or too far up, you're going to feel out of sync. It's sort of like when your car is not tuned up and it kind of is herky-jerky. That's the way your life will kind of feel like, because the energy is just not flowing correctly and everything gets to you. You just don't seem, you just can't get everything going in the right direction smoothly. You might be able to get through it, but that's what we're dealing with. The other thing about the third chakra is that's where you store subconscious anger. So anytime you're processing at the navel point, you're releasing the subconscious anger. Don't worry about it if you start feeling that kind of energy. Your body is releasing it, letting it go. You know, just keep breathing through the process, and that will help you. Many times in a yoga set, you might tap into something that you subconsciously impacted into your muscles, into your consciousness, subconscious, and when you're doing the yoga, all of a sudden it starts releasing. Just let yourself let it go. So we have two processes going on here. Prana, we're taking in that life force energy. That's when you inhale. Prana is not the oxygen in the breath. It's that spark within the atom, that neutron, electron, proton, the cosmic dance. Everything in the universe has this cosmic. You're taking in that energy when you take in the breath. When you exhale, you're letting stuff go. It's the opposite of prana. It's the elimination process. It's learning how to let go physically, mentally, subconsciously, emotionally, spiritually, whatever is going on. And the body, when it's ready, or the spirit is ready to do that, it will do it. You don't try to force anything. You try to relax into it. Okay, let's do some warm-ups and then we'll get down to business. Okay. So I'm going to give a side view so that people that are not familiar with spinal flex, you're going to hold on to your shins just like this. Actually, I should probably turn this way. That's where the camera is. All right. Actually, the camera's gotten us so many times. So hold on to the shins, and as you inhale, you're going to roll the hips forward as you elevate the heart center. Keep the shoulders relaxed as much as possible. Keep the head in line with the spine. As you exhale, you just roll back on the hips. Inhale forward, exhale back. Keep the focus within. Remember, the eyes are closed. Use your mental focus to direct the energy of the breath to where you're feeling the tension or the soreness. That lower back gets compacted. It has to carry the weight of the whole rest of the torso. So most people have issues with that lower back. Now, rather than leaning forward, try to elevate that heart center as you roll the hips forward. This moves the spinal fluid up and down the spine, up into the blood-brain barrier as well. It actually helps to clear the mind. Get some music going here. Let that energy of the breath penetrate the area. As you exhale, let that tension go. actually did studies in the 70s with this exercise. They found that when they hook people up to brainwaves machines, that this helps to produce the brainwaves that are associated with the clarity of thought. Now keep the head straight. Don't let the neck bobble. You want to keep that neck lock in place. You're just moving from the shoulders down to the base of the spine. You're flexing that lower part of the spine. Now if you haven't done much exercise like this, that lower back's going to feel a little achy. That's because when the back gets compacted like that, it numbs out, so there's not a lot of circulation going on. You're increasing circulation. When you increase circulation, it wakes it up a little bit. When it wakes it up, you might feel some slight achiness or tingling sensation. Just keep working at it. You might not be able to get through it all today, but do this on a regular basis. You don't have to do this sitting on the floor. You can do it sitting in a chair, as long as you keep both feet flat on the ground. Last few seconds now. Focus at the brow point, point between the eyebrows, top of the nose, and circulate this energy throughout your body. Powerful breath. The breath is the driving force behind the yoga. The exercises takes the energy of the breath and channels it to various parts of the body, depending on whatever exercise we're doing. Inhale, straight spine, full deep breath, shoulders relaxed, elevated heart center, neck lock in place. Exhale, letting the tension go, physically, emotionally, subconsciously, mentally, spiritually, whatever you got to get rid of, let it go. Inhale. Let the energy of the breath fill your entire being. Every cell access that energy, that pranic energy as you inhale. And exhale, letting the tension go. Now bring the hands up onto the shoulders. I'm getting old, I can't hold on to my shoulders. Fingers to the front, thumbs to the back. The important thing is keep the elbows up so the upper arms are parallel. Keep that heart center elevated. Now be wary of your neighbors so you don't bump elbows. You might give yourself one of those stingers and actually incapacitate you for a while. Okay, so your elbows are up. Elevated heart center. Keep the head straight. You don't want the head back or down. As you inhale, you're going to turn the head to the left shoulder as you turn the torso to the left. As you exhale, you turn the head to the right as you twist to the right. Inhale left, exhale right. Keep trying to stretch the spine up as you do this. Keep the head level as you do this. Remember to turn that head. If you can't keep the elbows up, so I'm not saying, do it like this.
Can what?
Do it like you have your elbows down. Keep your elbows up. Yeah. You had them like that. Yeah. Keep that heart center up too. Remember to keep that chin level. Some of you got that chin in the air. We're not highfalutin yogis. We're level-headed yogis. This is the only yogic exercise, according to Yogi Bhajan, that actually lubricates those pads between the vertebrae. That's critical. Those pads, those discs, separate each one of your vertebrae. They need to be moist, lubricated, soft, spongy. If they get dried out and brittle like a dried out sponge and become hard like a brick, they can crumble, then you have bone on bone. that's difficult for you to keep the elbows up, just place both hands on top of the head. You can do it this way too. Keep your head level as well. Turn the head from left to right. Adapt it so that you can actually feel the experience of moving the torso. Last few seconds now. Focus at the brow point. Circulate the energy. Inhale left, exhale right. Powerful breath. Inhale to the center. Full deep breath. Relax the arms down. Keep your focus at the brow point. Full deep breath. Fill the belly. Let it expand down and out. Fill into the rib cage, heart center elevated, shoulders relaxed. Fill into the neck, neck lock in place. Fill up through the top of the head. Inhale some more. Expand, expand, expand. Inhale some more. There's always room for a little bit more. This will increase your lung capacity. Opens up that rib cage. Exhale, letting the tension go. Push the air all the way out. Pull the navel all the way back. Practice Apana. Again, inhale deeply. Keep your focus at the brow point. The body has a lot of sensations going on. It can be distracting, but you want to build your concentration to stay focused at the brow point. Exhale, letting the tension go. Inhale. Exhale. Hands resting on the knees. Inhale, push the shoulders up towards the ear as high as you can. As you exhale, just let the shoulders drop. You got to learn how to let go. Push it up on the inhale, exhale, let them drop. This helps to break up that upper body tension. We build an awful lot of tension in this upper chest, neck, and shoulder area because that's subconsciously where you store all your anxieties, your emotions, your fears, the criticisms that have been dumped on you, your doubts. Subconsciously, all that upper body tension restricts blood flow to the brain. When you restrict blood flow to the brain, you're going to feel depressed. It's not a psychological problem, it's a physiological problem. I learned that in some physiology class, that if you decrease the blood flow, oxygen flow to the brain, you're going to start feeling depressed. So this exercise helps you to counteract that. You might call it yogic Prozac. It helps you to develop an emotional balance. Some people got so much tension they can't coordinate their two shoulders. They get herky-jerky. One shoulder goes, you want to get both shoulders to push up and both shoulders to drop. We'll work on the neck next. We're working our way up there. This also has the benefit of moving the lymph fluid back into the blood system underneath the collarbones. That's critical as well. That lymph fluid needs to clear, get back into the blood system to flush out all the junk through the liver and the kidney. Your lymph system is your sewer. That's where your body dumps all the dead cells that just normally die off every day, and also all the viruses, the bacteria, your immune system you kill off every day. They get dumped into the lymph system. If that lymph system gets clogged, it's sort of like when you have a clogged toilet. Things get a little complicated. You don't need that. This simplifies everything. Just like a plunger. Plunger, up, down, up, down. That's what you do with a plunger. That's what you're doing here. You're clearing it out. You're pushing it all into the blood system. Inhale, bring the shoulders up, stretch up the spine, lift that heart center. Inhale some more. Drop the chin to the chest. Inhale some more. Hold the breath now and apply the root locks. Squeeze tight the muscles around the tailbone. Pull in the navel back towards the spine. Focus at the brow point. Feel the heat. Let it circulate. Its healing energy going through the body. Exhale, relax down. Inhale deeply. When you let go of the tension like that, when you take that next breath, send the energy of the breath into those newfound areas where you feel the energy and awareness in your consciousness of those areas that have been challenged. As you exhale, let that tension go. Push it all the way up. Inhale. Exhale. Remember to keep the chin tucked slightly. Pull the chin back. There we go. Now drop the chin to the chest and begin slowly rotating the head up around the back on the inhale. Feel the dynamics of the stretch in all the different angles. Take your time as you slowly come down around the front. Exhale. This is not, you don't get extra credit for really gigging your neck around and around and around. This is not like The Exorcist. Just taking your time, you're working out the kinks. This is also stimulating those glands. You have major glands in the throat, base of the skull, center of the brain that control many of the major functions of the body, like your thyroid, your parathyroid in your throat, your thalamus, hypothalamus in the back of the brain, base of the skull there, in the center of the brain, your pineal and pituitary glands. Keep the spine stable, keep the shoulders stable, don't be swaying, because that kind of camouflages and fools you into thinking, oh, I'm really rotating my neck. You got to isolate and focus. Just move that head and neck around. Now reverse direction. Now inhale to the center. Exhale. Now come lying down on your back. We're ready to begin working on this navel point. So what you're going to do, your arms are down at your sides. As you inhale, you're slowly going to raise the left leg up to the ceiling, pointing the toes. And then exhale slowly down. And then you're going to alternate, do the other leg. And continue, inhaling one leg up, exhale it down. Try to keep the leg locked straight as best you can. If this is a challenge for you, it can be a little bit easier if you put both hands underneath your hips, kind of help support that lower back. Take your time. Use the energy of the breath. It's the driving force. Take that energy of the breath to help you. Project that energy of the breath into the process of lifting the leg and exhaling it down, releasing the tension. You might find after this class that you'll have extraordinarily movements going on in your body. Because this really helps to tone up your whole digestive system, your intestinal tract as well. It's stimulating all that energy. Take your time. Breathe long and deep. Breathe down into the base of your spine. Breathe into that navel point, the belly. This is helping to build that caliber, that energy, that focus of the navel point. People have the expression, I can't stomach stuff. Well, that's because they haven't built up their caliber. A lot of things go on in the navel point. When I was in high school, we studied the Bible where I went in. It was a religious school, but they were talking of the priests there were biblical scholars, and they were talking about the research they'd done on the Bible, and they found that the center of consciousness in the thousands of years ago was considered at the navel point. And modern research has started to bear that out, that a lot of the bodily functions, a lot of your conscious awareness is coming from this navel point. You feel it in your gut. You have a gut feeling about something. There's a lot of truth in that. Okay, just 15 more seconds. Inhale one leg up. Exhale slowly down. Take your time. Last time, lift another leg up. And exhale down. Inhale deeply. Just relax the legs down. Relax the legs down. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Now, if you have the strength and the capacity, extend both arms straight up towards the ceiling, parallel to each other, palms facing each other. And inhale both legs up. Now, some of you are supporting your lower back. You might still need to do that. Try to keep the knees locked straight. Do it slowly. Breathe powerfully. You don't get extra credit for more repetitions. You're just trying to modify the exercise. If it's too much for your lower back, you can bend your knees a little bit. As long as you feel, work with it within your own awareness of what your body's capabilities are. Pay attention to that. A lot of people become weekend warriors and they do all sorts of damage to themselves because they don't pay attention to what their body's limitations are at the moment. This is building that chi energy at the navel point. They talk about it in martial arts. Chi energy, that life force energy, that's what you're building there. So breathe into that navel point. You begin to learn that the navel point, the energy, you have a primal connection there. Because of the umbilical cord, you spent 9 months getting all of your resources through that navel point. Your whole existence depended on that. So there's a whole network of nerves that fan out through the rest of the body from that navel point. Take your time. Just one more minute. Try to control the drop. Don't let your legs go bang on the down. You want to control the drop. You're in charge here. You're not letting your body out of control. Okay, now inhale. One last time. Raise those legs. And slowly exhale the legs down. Inhale. Exhale. Now bring the knees to the chest. Wrap the hands around the knees. Keep your head and shoulders on the mat. And just relax into this posture. Just breathe into that lower back. Exhale, let the tension go. Just totally relax into the stretch here. That life force energy, take it into that lower back. The breath is a tremendous healing agent. That's what the breath does. That's why they call it the life force. If you're a Star Wars fan, you know about the force be with you. That's what they're talking about. Just let yourself breathe long and deep. Let your shoulders relax. Let your lower back relax. Breathe into it. You're bringing this energy of the breath into areas that have long ago have blocked the flow because of the tension. That's what we talk about, of bringing the gu to ru, that transformational process. Bringing the energy, this life force energy, into areas that have been blocked because of the residual tension. When you consciously breathe long and deep, you're building a surplus of energy into your system. That shifts the electrostatic charge in the muscles so the body can start letting go of that locked in tension, that residual tension. So just keep breathing. There's not a whole lot of motivation to keep breathing because you're used to just breathing on demand. When you breathe on demand, you're just you're trying to build this surplus of energy into your system. So it takes discipline, it takes willpower, it takes focus and concentration to breathe. Keep breathing. If you do nothing else, just breathe long and deep, holding on to the knees, letting the tension go, letting the energy flow. Let the energy freely circulate. Keep breathing. Let your mind relax as well. Remember, your head and shoulders are relaxed on the mat. Just breathe into that lower back. That lower back needs the break here. That's what you're doing, is giving your lower back a break. It has to bear all the weight of everything above it. When you exhale, let the tension go, the tension in the body, the tension in the emotions, the tension in the breath, the tension in your subconscious, the tension in your nervous system, the tension in your mind, the tension in your soul or spirit. It's a constant process. It's a constant journey. It's a constant journey. That's what you're dealing with. It's a never-ending process. It's an infinite journey. If you're going to experience infinity, there's no limitations. There's no destination beyond. It's just going beyond the limitations that you imposed upon yourself here. Using the breath. Breathe. Each breath you take expands that awareness deeper into the muscles. You're not trying to force anything, you're just expanding your awareness. Kundalini yoga is a yoga of awareness. So as you expand your awareness on many different levels, you're expanding your awareness of your lung capacity. You're expanding the awareness in your mind when you breathe like this. Less than a minute now. Just keep those knees together. Pull it in tight. It's up to you to deal with the tension. Breathe into the tension. The tension doesn't go all at once. It's a systematic application of the dynamic to address that process of the pressure of the stretch. Letting the muscle, when it's ready, to let go of the tension. But you're constantly knocking on the door, so to speak, of that wall of tension and say, hey, is there any tension you want to get rid of right now, those muscles? Okay, now inhale. Open the arms wide and extend the legs up to 60 degrees. Now beware of your neighbors. Open them wide. No, the legs stay together. You open the arms wide to the floor. To the floor. The arms go to the floor. Opening them wide. And then exhale, you bring the knees to the chest and you wrap the hands around the knees. So as you exhale, you bring the knees to the chest and you wrap the hands around the knees. Very graceful process. Inhale, opening the arms wide. Open that heart center. Fill that lungs, full deep breath as you extend the legs up 60 degrees. A lot of you are at 45. You must not have had a good geometry teacher. Exhale, bring them back into the chest and wrap the hands around the knees. Inhale, opening wide, very graceful. It's like a dance, a cosmic dance. You're like a flower opening. Coordinate the movement of the arms and the legs. Don't be smacking your neighbor in the face, though. I know it's a little crowded. The legs come straight up almost. Now you're down. You want your legs up at 60 degrees, and it's actually easier. And then exhale, the knees to the chest. And just bring the legs up and the arms down at your sides. And there you go. When I send you this yoga set, you're going to be amazed at the suggested times for doing this. We're doing about a third of the time that they talk about. You can adjust the times on these yoga sets as long as you adjust all of the time. So if you do half the time on the first exercise, do half the time on the second exercise. Don't do half the time on the first exercise and no time on the second exercise. This is an unfolding process. This helps to stimulate the energy and then circulate the energy. These yoga sets are yoga by number. It's not that complicated. You just have to pay attention and follow direction. Remember, your legs come up to 60 degrees. It's actually easier. Yeah, a little higher. See, it's actually easier. You don't have all that weight on your back. There you go. Arms are out at the sides. You might be smacking your husband there, Mary.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 2 more minutes of this. In the yoga set, they want you to do it for 15, but we're just going to do it for about 5. When you bring the knees in and you wrap the hands around the knees, give those knees a little bit of a pressure so that you feel that dynamic of that stretch in that lower back. Take your time. Long, deep breathing. Some of you are moving way too fast. You can't be breathing long and deep. Take your time. Let your body slowly unfold. You don't see flowers that just pop open. They just kind of bloom gradually. That's why they have stop action cameras. We're not herky-jerky yogis. One more minute now. Perfect the pose. Slowly inhaling, full and deep into. Remember, every breath goes into the navel point. You're processing. When you breathe into the navel point, you're processing. When you use these muscles, you're processing on many different levels. You're processing what your mind, how it wants to deal with this constant repetition, constant tension, the pressure that you impose upon yourself in these circumstances. Now inhale and bring both legs down, flat on the ground. Just relax the legs down. Now pull the left knee into the chest. Wrap the hands around the knees. Now inhale that other leg up and exhale down. Take your time. Inhale up and exhale down. Breathe into it. Now increase the speed for the last few seconds. For those of you that like to go fast, this is your big opportunity. Okay, inhale, exhale down. Now switch legs. Pull the other knee into the chest. Wrap the hand around the knee and then inhale the other leg up. And exhale down. Hold on with both hands if you can. And keep the shoulders on the mat. Inhale the legs up. Exhale the legs down. This helps to stimulate, increase the circulation into that intestinal area, into the stomach area. You're releasing a lot of the subconscious stuff you lock into your gut. Inhale the leg up, exhale the leg down. Now increase the speed just for a few seconds. Inhale up and exhale down. You begin to see how maybe one side of your body is a little bit out of balance compared to the other side of the body. Okay, now switch legs again, just for a few seconds now. Wrap that knee and inhale the other leg up and down, just for a few seconds now. Up and down, up and down. Inhale up, exhale down. And finally, one last time, switch legs again. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Just one leg now. You're moving only one leg, up and down. And finally, inhale, relax both legs down. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Now turn onto your side. Turn onto your side and push yourself up. We're going to come standing up. Your arms are going to be up and your arms are hugging the ears. Your wrists are cocked. Just like this. I don't know if you can see me over there. Your arms are going to be up like this. Your wrist, as if your palms were trying to push on the ceiling. You're going to inhale in this upright position. And you're going to bend from the hips as you slowly exhale down. Now, depending on your flexibility, pay attention to the pressure of stretch. If this is as far as you can go, exhale, relax into the stretch. Relax the arms down onto your knees and relax into the stretch. You're pressing the heart center toward the knee. And then you're inhaling back up. Cock those wrists. And slowly exhale forward and down. Now if you have the flexibility, you can bring your palms all the way to the floor. But pay attention to what's going on. Keep the legs rocked straight. You're stretching the life nerve. Right nerve goes from each foot up the inside of each leg, up each side of the spine. You want that life nerve to be stretched out on a regular basis. That way you'll have plenty of energy for your nervous system with your 8 or 108. You're just coming straight up. You're not arching back. You keep the head in line with the spine. Stretch straight up. And then bend from the waist. Keep the spine straight. Your heart center's focused on going toward the knee. Don't drop the head toward the knee. Drop the chest towards the knee. Take your time. Keep those wrists cocked. When you keep the wrists cocked, you're sending stimulation from the hands and arms up through the brain. Last time, inhale up. Keep the head straight. Push those palms towards the ceiling. Inhale some more. Stretch up, stretch up. Apply the root lock. Squeeze tight muscles, base of the spine. Pull in the navel. Lift that heart center. Push those palms towards the ceiling. Inhale some more. Neck lock at place. Stretch up. Exhale, relax the arms down. Now just lie down on your back. Totally relax. Breathe long and deep. Let the energy flow. Let the tension go. You've worked hard. Now take the opportunity to circulate that energy. Let the weight of your body release into the floor. Let the floor do all the work. You've done enough hard work already today. As you inhale, imagine the breath comes into your entire being, into every cell. You're inhaling the breath into every cell of your body. Yogi Bhajan said your skin is like a third lung. So from head to toe, take in this pranic energy, the blueprint of the universe, the force of the universe, into every cell of your being. And as you exhale, let it all go out from every cell, whatever you're eliminating. Tension, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. All your fears, just let them go for the next 2 or 3 minutes. Put them on a shelf somewhere. Dump them out into the universe. Exhale. Inhale, rotate your ankles and your wrists, turn them in a circle, round and around, and then the other direction, round and around. And exhale. Now inhale, stretch the arms overhead onto the ground, stretch out your spine, stretch, 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 stretch. Extend the legs and stretch. Inhale some more and stretch. If there was $1 million within 2 inches, you could stretch that extra inch. It's a priceless stretch. Exhale, release the tension. Inhale, rub the soles of the feet, palms of the hands together. And exhale. Now extend the legs down. And bend one leg at the knee and turn that knee over the other leg. Stretch out your hip. Just turn it to the side. Feel the stretch. Exhale back to the center. Inhale, stretch to the other side. Would you like? They could play in the backyard there, because it's a locked gate. They just have to go out through the Arcadia door. Okay. All right. Extend the legs back down. Now pull both knees into the chest. So grab your shoes, boys. You guys have been very patient. Oh no, just worry. Oh, okay. And now pull the knees into the chest as you inhale. Exhale back off from the tension. Inhale again, pull the knees into the chest. Back off from the tension. Just slowly, there's a piece of wood down at the bottom there. You have to move that piece of wood. Okay, and now rock sideways, back and forth. And you guys can slip out the back jack.
Negative plans.
Don't be coy, Roy.
Right.
Be cool. All right. Now rock on your spine. Bring yourself up to a sitting position. Okay. We're adaptable. We try to help everybody have the experience here. We don't try to shut anybody out. We're not an exclusive club. Exclusive. We're inclusive. We try to include everybody. Okay, I'm going to read you some of the lecture notes that Yogi Bhajan gave for this meditation. Caliber. Our caliber can be diverted, perverted, and misunderstood. Yogi Bhajan, for those of you brand new, he's the man in that picture there. He's also the one in the back. He's the man in that picture there. He's the one that brought Kundalini Yoga to America, made it widespread. It was a kind of very exclusive yoga until he brought it far and wide. When emotions cannot answer your questions, you become angry. And that anger destroys you. Nobody in this world is your enemy. No one has time to destroy you. Only your professional, personal, and social anger can destroy you. We desire things rather than deserve them. But you cannot be productive in your life if you're not desirable to yourself. You complain, people are unkind to me. God is unkind to me. The fact is, you do not use your consciousness to be kind to yourself. You are willing to cause everything, but you do not want to face the effect. Your inner power is your mind. Your power is not your wealth. Everybody has some wealth, but few people have the power of meditation. The world serves those who are meditative. They radiate peace, tranquility, calmness, and kindness. Through meditation, you can purify the mind and find contentment. Some people leech on to their past. If something has happened to you as a young child, why bring it into your present and ruin your future? This life is a gift to test your caliber. This life is for you forever. It is not a matter of power or cleverness. It is a matter of being humble. It's not a matter of dwelling on your ego. It is a matter of dwelling on your caliber. Caliber will give you consciousness. Consciousness will give you communication. And communication will fulfill all your needs and more. Guru Nanak said, how can we be truthful graciously? And how can this wall of falsehood be broken? In the early hours, the ambrosia hours of the morning, you are not alone. At that time, God is with you. When your caliber captivates the capacity of infinity, at that time you are in your original caliber of reality. Praise the Creator so that your creativity becomes infinity. Then you will be covered, and you will see the door of redemption. Seeing the infinity of your caliber, your smallness disappears. Nanak knows only this way. Caliber is forever. Caliber is unbreakable communication, friendship, future, and destiny. Caliber has the capacity of conscious power. Through meditation, you can conquer your mind. If you mend your mind, you will win the whole world. Through meditation, you purify your mind and direct yourself toward purity. The mind cannot simply sit, it will direct you somewhere. The mind can either direct you to purity or to complaint, depending on which side you choose. Okay. So, we're ready to begin this meditation. This meditation is very simple. Let me just shift the music. We'll chant along with the music. So let me just get that set up. Okay, we're just going to sit with our hands in prayer pose. It can be a relaxed prayer pose. You don't need to have your elbows up like this. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep the heart center elevated. Neck lock in place. The eyes are closed. And just start chanting along. It's the same mantra we used at the beginning of class. Chant from your navel point. Oh. Inhale deeply, fill the belly, expand into the rib cage, heart center elevated, shoulders relaxed. Fill all the way up, top of the head. Inhale some more. Hold the breath and meditate on your caliber. The core of your being. And exhale. Push it all the way out. Again, inhale deeply. Keep that focus on the caliber of your being. Inhale some more. Hold the breath. Experience. Exhale. One last time. Inhale deeply. Inhale some more. Meditate on your caliber. Physically, mentally, subconsciously, emotionally, spiritually, however you define it for yourself, all the dimensions. And exhale. Relax the arms down. Inhale. Exhale. Become the observer. As an observer, you're just observing, you're watching, you're feeling, you're mentally evaluating, but you're doing it non-judgmentally. There's no right or wrong answers, there's no judgment, there's no shame, there's no blame. So just be aware of the dynamics flowing through the body. There's no right or wrong answers here, whether you're tingling sensations, heat, cold, aches, pain, numbness, whatever it is. Just be aware and have compassion, because what you're observing, you're also experiencing. So you have to learn how to become an observer as well as going through the experience at the same time. It's what Buddhists call mindfulness. Being aware, that's what your consciousness is all about. Being aware. No judgment, no preconceived notions. Be aware of your emotional state. Again, there's no right or wrong answers here. No judgment, no shame, no blame. With compassion. Focus on what you're feeling. Emotion with compassion. Be aware of the breath. We controlled the breath consciously throughout the class. Now observe how this breath flows in and out of its own accord. As your heartbeat also, feel the pulse, feel the rhythm, your rhythm of life. These are constant reminders that the universe pays attention to you to keep you flowing, brings in that cosmic imprint to inhale and exhale, da-doom, da-doom, da-doom. All these different rhythms within our being. The universe projects it onto us, and we receive it. So just be aware. No judgment. With compassion. Beware of your thought process. We have thousands of thoughts. Where does your mind take you? Just observe your mind. There's no right or wrong answers here. No judgment, no shame, no blame. But there is compassion. can observe the body, the emotions, the breath, and the mind. There's a vast part of your consciousness beyond these four dimensions that connect you to your undying self, your infinite self, your unlimited self, your connection with the cosmic flow of the universe, your connection with the divine influence, however you define that for yourself. So dwell within your soul or spirit without judgment, without shame, without blame, with compassion. Now inhale, exhale. Five dimensions, they all coexist, so consolidate them into one complete experience of who you are at the moment. Body, emotions, breath, mind, and spirit, without judgment, without shame, without blame, with compassion. Now bring your palms together, center the chest. We always end each class with a little song that embodies why we do the yoga in the first place. If you don't know it, you can just listen, and if you keep coming, you'll eventually get it. So inhale. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. Truth, all-encompassing truth, everything in the universe, known and unknown, seen and unseen, it's there. Nam is the unique manifestation of some element of that truth that's always happening here and now, through us and everything and everybody around us. So inhale deeply. Destiny give you the power to bless yourself. May your mind find the richness of your existence and give you all the power and strength of being good and elegant. May you start appreciating yourself in the sense of word, and in a comparative study be thankful for all your virtues. May your values be shared in all goodness and honesty, and may you be in a position to fall in love with you so that you understand the basic love. May God take away from you the interrogation of self-criticism. May you live well in His name with His grace for His sake. May you all be prosperous, virtuous, compassionate, kind and caring. May this day bring in you the change so you can face the coming age with strength, with self-loyalty, and with your own virtues. May Almighty God make you worthy of it. Sat Nam.
Sat Nam.
So a couple announcements.